We're going to look at a couple of words that are exceptions. Now these words are the rebel words. They do not follow rules. Let's look at them. Okay, so the comparative form of good is not gooder. Yeah, it is better. And the superlative form of good is best. Likewise, the comparative form of bad is worse. And the superlative form is worst. Many, more, and most. Fun. Remember? Consonant, vowel, consonant. Again, new, consonant, vowel, consonant, and far, consonant, vowel, consonant. But again, these are exceptions. So when it comes like this, normally what we do is we double the last consonant and then we add ER or ESD. But that's not what's going to happen here. Fun, more fun, and the most fun. Likewise, new, again we're not going to say N-E-W-W-E-R, but here the word remains as such, no change. But we're still going to add ER and we're going to add EST. So this will be newer and this will be newest. Okay? For far, the comparative form is farther and the superlative form is farthest. Yeah? Okay? Okay, great. So, to give you a couple of examples, so I can say Shahid Kapoor's dancing is good, Hrithik Roshan's dancing is better, and Prabhudeva's dancing is the best. Right? You agree? No? Alright, let's move to the next one. Bad. My mother is bad in mathematics. My brother is worse, and I am the worst. I hate math. I'm sure a lot of people, a lot of you like math. Many. I studied for many hours. My friend Shilpa, she studied more. And there's a competitor for us, Prasad. He studied the most. Okay? Fun. So I could say, this is fun. This is more fun than I thought it would be. And but I had the most fun last evening. You know why? Because I went go-karting. You know what go-karting is? G-O-K-A-R-T-I-N-G. It's a sport. Go find out. New vocabulary for you. New, newer, newest. Okay, so I could say this is a new watch. My friend has a newer watch, and Prasad, again, our competitor, always wants to beat us in everything. He's got the newest one. Far. So I can say I stay far from work. And my friend Shilpa stays farther and Prasad stays the farthest. Okay, so there we have our examples, and let's move to our next segment. We are going to take a look at a couple of words and understand the difference, right? Let's look at the first one. Later, latter. We're going to see what is the difference. Later. Always remember this. Remember clock, timepiece, right? I will see you later, which means subsequently, at a later point of time. Or can we take a look at this, or can we review this later? Which means not now, but later, right? So keep time in mind whenever later is there. But latter. Now latter is being the second, when you're comparing two persons or things. And the second one is latter. So for example, between captain and major, the latter is the higher rank. What do I mean by that? What is the sequence? Captain first, major second. So which came second? Major. So major is the latter. Got it? So anything that comes second in sequence to persons or things that you're mentioning is latter. Okay, so that's the difference. Second in sequence. Between two things. Persons or things. Okay, clear? That was easy. Let's move to the next one. Elder and older. Okay, so elder is used when you're referring to persons. Okay, and mostly usually related, like your sister, brother, right? So that's when I use elder. Older is also used for persons, but you can also use it for objects. For example, an old car, older car, or old chair. So I can say this chair here is older than the one in my grandfather's house. I can't say elder than my grandfather's house because I'm referring to a chair. So objects, I will use older, and you can also use older for people who are not necessarily related. So for example, neighbors and colleagues. Colleagues are people who work with you, right? Got it? Okay, so there are exceptions based on the context as well. So I can tell somebody, hey, you can get married when you are a little older. Did you see that question? Sorry, the statement. You can get married when you are a little older. I can't say you can get married when you are a little elder. No, wrong. Okay, couple of more words for us here. Further and father. Okay, what's further? Further is a figurative speech. Okay, as in remember the word furthermore, like in addition to. So and father would be more in terms of physical distance. So I can say how much farther is the petrol bunk from here? Or I can say he walked 3 miles farther. And then I can say there is no further reason to continue this. No, we have a lot of reason. So further again is very figurative. Keep in mind furthermore in addition to. A further example would be he stated further that he did not understand what I was saying. So we need to explore this problem further. So further troubles arose as the children begin to walk farther into the forest. Do you see the difference in that sentence? Further trouble, so that's a figurative speech. And then I'm saying the children begin to walk farther into the forest. So farther is more related to distance, physical distance, right? So that's your difference between further and farther. Let's move to the next one. Latest and last. Okay, so latest is most recent, right? So what's the latest news, or what's the latest in fashion, right? The most recent. Last is final. So I can say the last news program for the day is, which means I know that after that program there's no other news program that's going to happen. So that's the last, that's the final one. Now whenever you use last, it doesn't matter when, as in time. So the last Mughal emperor or the last Roman emperor died many centuries ago. So it doesn't matter when, but that was the final. We haven't seen or heard another Roman emperor after that, right? So I could go ahead and say the latest book he wrote is, I believe, his last book. So in an example like that, I'm saying the latest book, which means that's his most recent or latest book, but apparently that also, or unfortunately, that's also his last book, which means I think that person is no more, to write a book. Let's look at just one more difference. So here's the last difference, nearest and next. Okay, so nearest will tell me to or within, a short distance. Okay, at, to, or within a short distance. So where is the nearest coffee shop? So I'm asking, where's the nearest railway station? Or where's the nearest police station, right? So to, at, or within a short distance is nearest. What's next? Next is immediate. Immediately following, right? Or something adjacent. So, my friend in the next room is very loud. I mean, he's right there. My friend who stays in the next room is very loud. So something that is adjacent, very close by. So if you look at the difference, it's just the distance itself. So here I know it's somewhere close by, nearest, but next is right next to my doorstep, right? Okay, so I could say the paper boy throws the newspaper right next to my doorstep. Okay, alright, so that's the difference, and we're going to look at a couple of sentences to see if you identified and how you're going to apply these in a context.